5:30.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think the first one I played in was the second Golden Gauntlet. I might have played in the first one. I don't remember now, though. That was where they, like, really missed the opportunity and didn't actually put the Golden Gauntlet as the prize for it, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they had the actual gold. Yeah, they just had that alt, right? That must have been the thing.
Hey,
they just printed that alt.
Hey, Nerks, I know you don't mean any bad will by that, but it's usually pretty bad to post other people's streams in someone else's stream chat. Just so you know, just ask next time.
Someone's going around advertising their stream and yours.
Yeah, no, he's advertising someone else's stream. It's kind of
not
bad.
Even their own.
It's kind of bad manners to do that.
Here comes the shaming. All right.
Okay, I think I'm gonna. I actually don't know how to mute.
I can mute myself if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I can't stop hearing you guys. And actually, I could turn off all my sound, but you guys have no way of knowing if I actually did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to take advice from our commentary, I guess it's your loss.
I mean, I will. Actually, I can mute you guys. Let me volume mixer, Skype, all the way down. You guys are now muted, and I'll mute myself.
All right. Okay, Peon, it's just me and you now.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Nice.
I'll let you take the reins, and I'll do some coloring.
Okay. All right. So, NT, I actually didn't expect any NTs in this tournament, really. What do you think about the matchup?
Well, this matchup seems. The thing is, Poison is so good at killing the opponent's creatures, even if they deal with your creatures. Like Hermit, Toxoid, they have a lot of immediate impact. So it might be hard for the Necreum deck to really punch through in a way that they would want. And if they grow wide, Toxoid and Hermit still work really well in order to mitigate that advantage that they can get.
Yeah, I think that the Liz Collector is actually a huge favorite in this matchup, because not only does he have the poison for dealing with everything that Ossis does, but he also has the Grow Wide, which pretty much negates any removal that you're going to see from the Necreum.
Mm-hmm. I think what we see here in the beginning of the game is one card that is incredibly important in the poison matchup is Varna, since the poison deck wants your guys to die on your turn. Like the opposing deck's creatures to die on the opposing turn, which means that Varna can bring back cards like every turn that you draw it.
I gotta say, though, I think his Varnas are less effective because he's only got one alternate art one. It's kind of ugly.
I'm not quite sure if I prefer the alt or the regular art for the Varna, but now that I have three, might as well play the alt, right?
Yeah. I gotta wait another month for mine because I kind of dipped out a couple tournaments because I was really, really butthurt about the ladder resetting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's fine. You're more of a salty type than I am, anyway.
Okay, Mr. Peon. So in my poison deck that I was running, which I came in 9th with, I actually cut Venomous Nether Scales from that. I found that the card was pretty underwhelming most of the time.
That's an interesting thought, because I wouldn't quite say that Nether Scale. I guess it depends a lot on the meta, because if you need to deal 3 or 4 or 5 damage, you don't really need the Nether Scale to kill your opponent's creatures immediately. Yeah. But once they've grown a very large threat, and if the meta is filled with larger threats, you want the Nether Scales in a larger extent, because, well, once you have, say you have a Toxoid level 3, and then you just drop a Nether Scale level 1 next to it, and then all the cards that they try to block with the next turn get dealt like 10 damage immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
Really powerful.
That's definitely one of the most powerful things that the deck can do. However, the reason I cut them was because I was expecting a lot of burn, and I was trying to hedge my deck against burn. It didn't end up working very well. But I just, I thought there was going to be a lot of burn in the tournament, and Nether Scale was, one of the worst cards against burn, so I took it out for other stuff that was better against burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I think burn was pretty much a lost cause to try and beat.
Yeah, and then again, you tried. I think you had Ferocious Roars and Lifeblood Dryads in the deck. Right?
Yep, I did.
And those really don't work too well against Burn.
Blasphemy. They were great. What do you think about not playing the Malice Hermit here?
Yeah, I was very surprised. It seems like Malice Hermit is one of your biggest threats. Maybe he, as the collector, thinks that the matchup is favorable enough that he can hedge his bets.
Yeah, the other thing with the Malice Hermit is it is pretty bad to go grow tall instead of wide against Necreum, so I could see why it's not really that important to him.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I probably would have played it there over the Toxoid.
Yes, because Malice Hermit 3 is just a blockbuster. If they play it, and especially if you play Dissolve, it's very easy to grow a 30 attack Hermit and try to punch through for a game-winning amount of damage.
Yeah, and I've definitely had games where I've won against Necreum that were just about to come back, where I dissolve a creature and punch through for 40 points of damage with a Hermit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of the times it's easy to play around with the poison deck and just keep on blocking forever if they don't have the dissolves. But once you know they have the dissolves, the Hermits become huge threats.
Yeah. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of power level 2 here. Looks like Collector's got a pretty solid grasp on this game.
Yeah, a grip grasp.
A grip grasp, a peon pion.
So here's where Ossis kind of needs to chain Ignir 3 into Varna 3. That combination seems like it will be the game-winning combination if there is one.
Yeah. Oh, he does have an Ignir 3. But yeah, like even when I was first kind of thinking about the matchup, I definitely thought that the only way that NT could really win is if they get a chain of Ignirs. I think that's really the only way. You know what? I was playing around with Ancients. I think that card is so underrated. The new
Dino?
Yeah, the new Utera dinosaur that he just played. I think that this card is really strong.
Yeah. How do you feel it? How do you feel like it would perform in matchups outside the Burn matchup where it obviously shines?
I mean, obviously not as good, but I was finding it actually won me a game against another poison deck because both of us were just like exchanging the board, and then I was able to land one on an empty board with a Patriarch, and 2 5/9s, like even in power level 1, that are gaining you life, like that's hard to deal with.
Yeah. It comes down to what the matchup is all about.
Yeah.
I think like the Ancients against a deck like the AT aggro deck, which has very much increased in popularity the last few weeks, seems pretty strong against that if you can land it on 1.1.
Yeah, and actually that was the biggest thing, is just even getting it on 1.1. Like it basically makes you go from like a 60% chance to win to like a 70% chance to win just from the turn 1 play.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this game goes, I kind of feel like it's a little too late. Ossis is pulling it back a little bit, but I don't. It's 85-21. I just think that the threats are too much right now.
Yes, it would seem so, but the Necreum deck has some real power to it as well, and if these Ancients can die, and I guess what these Ancients do really well right now is being Death Current fodder, or rather, they are shields that prevents your big creatures from being Death Currented, which might be one way to like deal with a Hermit, and like Ignir and Death Current really don't like these small creatures that hang around, so they would really help in this end game. Then again,
for sure.
Spirit Cleave too, like perfect card there.
Okay, so it looks like he's able to get the board clear. 17 life though. I mean, I'm still pretty skeptical that Ossis is going to be able to pull this back.
Yeah, he will need to gain some health off of another Spirit Cleave if he's going to win this game, because if he doesn't do that, then any threat that Collector is playing into a dissolve or something like that will immediately kill the opponent, and that puts so much pressure on making sure you have the block every turn.
Yeah.
Collector can ignore a threat from Ossis at any given turn, but that cannot be said for Ossis.
Yeah, I think he's got to get an Ignore 3 here, like ASAP, if he wants to win this game.
Mm-hmm. Here we have, Hermit into Toxoid.
Yeah.
Or depends, I guess. You want to kill the Xerxes in a way. You can do it with the Hermit and Dissolve, but you gotta play the Toxoid here, right?
Yeah, I'm probably killing the Xerxes myself. It's less of a disaster if he gets another Varna and is able to revive the level 3 Varna.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm happy killing the Xerxes here. What do you think about playing the Shard Plate before the Malice Hermit?
Yeah, I don't like that. It feels like you want the Shard Plate to live as long as possible. One reason could be that you want the Hermit to grow beyond the Shard Plate, so it is immune to Spirit Cleave, or like this.
Actually, yeah,
right. Your opponent doesn't gain as much life with Spirit Cleave, so here it turned out just fine.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, if that was what he was going for, that was a really heads-up play, and pretty smart, actually.
It really panned out for him here, but now, when the Patrons of Deepwood starts rumbling...
Yeah, I'm just going double Patron here, like... I mean, he does have an Ignore 4 in his deck, which is just, like, he comes right back if he's got Ignore 4 here.
Yeah.
He actually might even be a favorite. Well, actually, no, because Collector's got the Dissolve. Yeah. But, I mean, still, he's only facing down one creature if he's got the Ignore 4 here. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got it. Oh, man.
Wow. This is a game.
Yeah, definitely.
Not like we expected.
I'm still a huge favorite for Collector here, but the Ignore 4 there was huge.
Mm-hmm. But the most important part here is that he's got the Dissolve. If he didn't have the Dissolve here and had to block the Ignore to have it die, it's very vulnerable to Varna.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but any removal spell and the Ignore gets through and hits him for 50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be a close one. Collector's gonna have to close this one fast.
Yeah. Is he not playing Vermins? I don't think I've seen one yet.
Yeah, he's playing Vermins.
Okay, I just like I said, I don't think I've actually seen any yet.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some, but they haven't really come into play. So
what was his
here and then Primeval Ancient, I guess.
I didn't see what was Ossis' second play there. It looked like he only played the Patron. Did he only play one spell?
He played Patron and... Oh, yeah. It seems like he may have leveled the removal spell or something.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense if he had nothing else.
I'm surprised, though, that Collector didn't play the level 2 Primeval Ancient and went for higher power with and it shows kind of an aggressive stance where being more okay losing to Patron and Epidemic, but wanting to put those extra 2 attack points into play.
Okay, I think we're in another situation here where Ossis just straight up needs to draw an Ignore 4. And even then, he's taken a beating off of these cards. Well, I got a Spirit Cleave 3.
But it's still lethal if he doesn't have a Shrink spell. Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. He's coming back. Yeah. This is so good.
And now that Varna 4 has stuck, it feels like you gotta put Ossis to be the favorite here.
I'm still going with Collector. I mean, he's got the level 3 Toxoid. The Varna's not doing too much damage.
it doesn't do too much damage, but the fact that he can reset the board and he gets more of these effects for every turn that goes by, like, okay, this is a huge dissolve, so it's gonna depend on Ignir and removal spells here, but there are a lot of removal spells and Ignirs and Varnas in Ossis' deck.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you deal with the Toxoid is going to be very important.
Spirit Cleave 3, ideally.
Ideally, of course. Or, well, Ignir 4 ideally.
Okay.
So this is...
Alright, well, the tides are back in Collector's favor. He's going to get a huge Malice Hermit here.
Do you dissolve here? Or do you play Nether Scale and Malice Hermit? Because Nether Scale and Malice Hermit, that can overload your opponent's removal. But dissolve makes sure that they do not get to Varna back anything.
So, do you think that Collector is trying to play around that Spirit Cleave 3 by not making a huge Malice Hermit? And opting for the smaller Venom scale?
I think it's... I think that makes sense due to the fact that, well... it wouldn't be... I guess it wouldn't be that large, but the board wouldn't really... I mean, he doesn't have any opposing creatures to poison, so it would be getting a slightly larger creatures and with poison on your Toxoid. I don't think that is worthwhile.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, personally, I think I would have played the Hermit there, but it's definitely true. And like you mentioned, a play that maybe not even occurred to the Collector was just not even playing the Dissolve there and playing the Hermit and the Venom scale, which might have actually been the better play. And another Varna 4. Oh my god. This game. Oh no! Is that game? Is that game?
This is probably over. This is a really nice game.
I can't believe
it's gotta
this.
be a mistake, right? No, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, what could he do here?
Yeah, he's got to do that.
What could he do here? Yeah, I think he's dead.
I mean, Spirit Cleave only works on Varna here, so they are turned off.
Yeah.
But I mean, any Ignir, any Varna, mostly any Death Current, maybe. Well.
Oh my God, he's still alive. And he got a vermin. He got a vermin. Oh, he's actually got 32 damage right now, not being opposed.
Mhm. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those.
Oh man, do you dissolve here? Okay, no, he's got. I forgot that he had more than one play. But like, he's got to put the pedal down here, right? Because as soon as a Varna comes, as soon as an Ignir comes, he's dead. Collector's got to try and kill here.
At this point, it's just deal as much damage as possible.
Yeah, he's got to go for the kill.
Which means he has to play the Demar's Pitguard here, even if it's
Spirit Cleave 3 fodder. Yeah. But I agree. You can't slow play that.
You can't play around that, especially when your opponent is at 15. You gotta present your 16 health creature. And if Ossis fails here, he cannot block it without the opposing creature being dissolvable. So it's gotta be a block with a Patron of Tarsus if there isn't a game-winning creature that is played here.
Yeah. There's that Spirit Cleave 3. Oh man, those things have been keeping Ossis alive, just by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah. And still, no Ignir 3 or 4 to really, really put the nail in the coffin. But the fact that Collector's deck is so slow out of the gates at this point is gonna be really troublesome. And he really needed to see his Ancients at this point to put him above at least 14, but ideally also above 24.
And there's the really sad look. Where are all the level 3 cards in my deck? I've made that point several times.
Just gaining health. So I mean, this is just getting farther and farther out of reach for Collector.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm finally gonna join the Ossis side and say that Ossis is a favorite in this game.
It took until Flare level 6 until this happened. Yeah. And how many level 4 boards formed? I think
4.
5 at this point.
I think it was 2 Varnas and 2 Ignirs.
Yeah, 2 Varnas, 2 Ignirs. Seems reasonable.
Okay, I'm just saying though, I'm almost still favoring Collector in the overall series, just because that's how much work it took for him to win one game.
Yeah, there were a lot, like the first Ignir 4 and the first Varna 4 came in such key turns where if he didn't have those,
it was dead.
The game would go.
Yeah.
But here,
I mean, what do you do?
No, there is no good play. I think you could play. Well, depends on what the other play is here. Well, okay, so there is no other play. He played Spirit Cleave and Xerxes. One way of trying to play around as many things as possible, but I don't really think that is the way you win this game. The way you win this game is I think you block with a Nether Scale and play the Lash of Damara to use as little resources as possible to take down the Xerxes.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it'll be at 6 poison, plus 4 is 10, plus another 6. It still doesn't even kill it, so you know what? You're going to have to put something else in front of that Xerxes anyways. I might just slam the Lifeblood Dryad as well to level it up and maybe get lucky. I might go Venom Scale and Lifeblood Dryad, because you're still going to have to devote more resources to killing that
Being
Xerxes.
lucky in this situation, seeing how much removal Ossis has, kind of is reliant on triggering 3 leyline vermin in one turn. That's gotta be the way.
He loses to Patron of Tarsus, Sunder Doom says in the chat. Yeah, Collector loses to pretty much anything in Ossis' deck at this point, so he's got to just hope that he completely whiffs on his next draw.
But what needs to happen is, like, Ossis needs to pass the turn.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Shouldn't it pass automatically?
The opponent had their game freeze, they said in chat. Just
okay.
Nothing's happening.
Okay. Collector, we're really enjoying this game.
I got mute now.
Okay.
I don't think he even unmuted us, so maybe he didn't hear what I said there.
Alright.
Came just in time to tell us what's going on for it to get back to the action.
Exactly.
Oh, it looks like he agreed with your play, Pian. Oh, right, I forgot that it actually got the buff from vitamins, so this does actually kill the Xerxes. Wait, no it doesn't, because this has got an Xerxes in play. Oh, that's game, though.
That is game.
Yeah. and the show-offs. Yeah, the Rubbins. He should have overridden his Xerxes there for the 10 out of 10 BM. That was only a 7 out of 10, though.
I do appreciate a 0 out of 10 BM.
That's like...
I'm in a no bullshit
that was fine.
Spot when it comes to losing games. I just want... Okay, if you have it, just kill me. The least amount of this stuff.
Yeah, there was like 4 times I thought I had that, then he like dropped Ignir or Varna level 4. And,
Yeah, I mean, we had a really good time commenting on that game.
Yes, that was a very enjoyable game to watch.
Held you as a favorite for a long time.
Until the last turn, basically.
Wait, isn't this a best 1 game or is this
nope, best 2 of 3? Best 2 of 3.
Oh, I thought this was 1. Okay,
nope,
never mind.
Keep playing. Come on, get your head back in the game.
Yep.
All right, gonna go back on mute then, I guess.
All right, talk to you later. Win this one.
Yeah, we want the full 3 games.
Yeah, I'm saying I think that we're gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty confident that Collector's gonna still take this series.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like Vitality here into Patron of Deepwood. I feel like Patron of Deepwood is such a good card in the matchup against this deck.
Oh yeah, completely. It doesn't give him as much health off of the that card, Spirit Cleave. Yeah. And it also applies the most pressure, which is exactly what you want to do.
And it overloads the removal in a way that they can't really trade 1 for 1 anymore.
Yeah. The only thing that it's bad against in this particular situation is this guy's going to go to 1 health, which is a little awkward against Xerxes and patrons, but it is what it is.
In this turn, he's got Malice Hermit, so that will not be an issue.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think about playing a second Enduring Vitality here over another play? I
like it. The fact that Necrium doesn't have any way, or Necrium Tempest do not have a way to remove that. Really, and if you see like one of these turns when they have Xerxes and they can easily just kill everything you have, just slam the Hermit and the Vitality.
Yeah.
And go for a game where you try to take over in player level 2 and 3.
Yeah, for sure. So you gotta imagine that the block there was to set up some Vermins, which don't actually exist. Vermins are not actually a card.
I haven't really paid attention if he plays the full 3 Hermit. Vermins, sorry.
I think I just played 15 games out of the 6 rounds. Yeah, it was something like 15 games, and I swear I got like 4 Vermin triggers the entire 15 games. Those guys, they like to hide.
They do. But maybe that is due to Ossis play. I haven't really dived into that too much.
Here's the big play with the Varna. Although, going to be able to reasonably clean everything up here, I think.
Mm-hmm. You just played double Toxide, I think, right?
I'm actually more on board with this play that Collector's going with the Pit Guard and the Toxoid. Although Toxoid's really important to level up, this is just cleaner and applies more pressure, I think. I would have double poisoned the Ignir, though.
It seems a little bit arbitrary where the poison points went. This way, this feels a little bit more defensive.
Yeah, and I would have went double poison on the Ignir just to kill it and get that guaranteed kill. Because if you poison it the way that he did right now, and Ossis plays Spirit Cleave into Death Current, you don't get any Vermin triggers potentially.
Yeah.
Or double Spirit Cleave.
That's another possibility.
So yeah, he didn't get punished too hard by it because he didn't have any Vermins in his hand. But I mean, the potential was there to get really blown out.
Here, the fact that he didn't play double Toxoid and didn't permanently poison the Ignir means that it's still on the board.
I'm not blocking here before combat. I'm taking the 4 to the face.
Mm-hmm. Do you do that to anticipate a leyline trigger?
Yeah,
because you could do that with either creature.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. You're right.
And this way, you take 4 to the face, but you make him gain a Varna instead of an Ignir if he plays a Varna.
Yeah, good. That's true. Top 8 is best of 7. No, it's not. Some of these people actually do have to go to sleep eventually, or have dinner with their wives, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Wives. Some people.
Some people, yeah. Sleep, that's what I'm talking about.
So, I'm just slamming both my level 2s here.
Yes, but how?
Not like this.
Not like this. Why
no,
not
like this.
Because this is at least one way to trigger. Where are it? How many
They're there. Okay, actually, sorry, I didn't realize that the Ossis' patron was living, so yeah, I like this play better. Yeah, that's definitely the right way to block. Oh man, Spirit Cleaves. Just ruining Collector's day. Really bad. I gotta say, I don't know if Ossis is a genius, but I can't believe that this game is going the way that it is, or these games have been going the way that they are.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of these hands, if you look at this one, like Lifeblood Dryads, Dissolves, and the Roars, they are not panning out because Ossis is putting such high emphasis on killing the Collector's creatures.
Yeah.
So that a lot of the cards like Lash, Dissolve, the Lifeblood Dryad, they have all underperformed. And the fact that there are very few multi-spawn creatures really makes Lifeblood Dryad has been a real liability here.
Yeah, I don't think he's played. I think he had one leveled up Lifeblood Dryad going into power level 6 the last game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. It seems like, although traditional poison decks are typically pretty good, all the grow wide against the control deck is really hurting him here.
Mm-hmm. You go for the Dissolve here. Yeah, trying to get that leveled. getting the answer for the big creature.
Oh, his vermins finally showed up the one turn he doesn't go for the vermin play. Because he could have gotten it there. He could have set up for the vermins there.
Oh yeah, he could have blocked Xerxes.
I don't know why he didn't go for that, because he had three.
Then he's got the opponent's Xerxes die, and the opponent hasn't really seen their big Varnas. So I think this is a safe play.
But he hasn't had an opportunity to even play them yet, and he had 3 vermins left in his deck going into the last part of the power level, going into the last 15 cards of his deck. Like, it was a pretty good chance that they were going to trigger there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. I probably would have gone for the vermins.
Collector being at 56 here, while Ossis is at 100.
I don't think Collector's life total matters that much.
Because this is, it matters so to the fact that he will get an additional 4 turns to grind if he can. I think because they're trading so much back and forth, so the main damage that is dealt to Collector is due to Ignir 3 and Ignir 4, and this is how many Ignir? This is 4 Ignir 3 triggers, right? Exactly. 14 plus times 4 is 56 exactly.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But
and this is 2 Ignir 3s and 1 Ignir 4.
But still, I think if Ossis is getting 4 Ignir triggers, 4 Ignir 3 triggers against Collector, the game's probably not winning anyways. For me, if I'm Collector, I'm not really worried about my low life total at this point.
Yeah, I would rather be worried about Ossis's high life total.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. The fact that that we're even talking about Ossis being able to possibly get 4 Ignir triggers is kind of what's worrisome.
Mm-hmm. But then again, Collector has been behind this game.
He's drawn very poorly, I think. But I mean that's part of his deck though, is because he's got so many dead cards. Like the vermins are basically dead. All of his Gurwai's dead.
Well, the vermins aren't dead, but they have been dead, and that is very unlucky.
Well, it's also part of the way that Collector is trying to play around Varnas as well. He's making the vermins dead a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Just say non-trigger. Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm still really surprised that that Collector is not destroying this game. So what do you think? Dissolve plus something?
Do you dissolve the Ignir here, or do you
actually
extra damage here?
Lash kills both of his guys.
Yeah, but they kill it in their. My guess it does.
I would probably go Lash plus Patron here.
A Patron. Definitely a play.
Yeah, I would Lash plus Patron here. I don't know about that.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You really need to.
And this plays perfectly into Varna as well. Like this is if he plays a Varna here, he only needs 2 more Ignir triggers.
Yep. Then again, there is one card that can.
Oh my god, and there it is. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, I would definitely would have went the other way around. Oh, dude! Oh my god, that's so gross.
One more Varna trigger.
Oh man. I
just got punished.
Yes.
We are throwing ourselves at that. Well, that Varna, that's a good level 1 card.
Yeah.
Do you remember the foreshadowing when in the beginning of the matchup I spoke about Varna as the key card?
You're basically a prophet, Peon.
Oh man.
Hey, he might get some vermin triggers here. This is the comeback.
This is and then the Primeval Ancient.
Here comes the vermin triggers. Let's go.
Any removal spell? Spirit Cleave 1 kills him.
No. Vermin triggers, comeback. I'm still on Collector. Yes, this is it. This is it. This is the one. Here comes the vermin triggers.
Mm-hmm. What's the other card?
Oh no! The 4 Ignir triggers. I can't believe that. The 4 Ignir triggers.
Once again, by the prophet, right? The Nostra Pion Damus.
Did Ignir trigger kill me or something?
Yeah, I think that's just a bug.
Okay, because like normally it will appear first, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a bug with the client right now. But yeah, I remember you died to Ignir. Man,
4 creatures it can hit, but
you know when you were at 56 life, Pion was saying how that's 4 Ignir triggers, and that's exactly what he did to you.
yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting 2 Varnas to get back 2 Ignirs, and
Yeah,
I guess I should have planned around it, but
we were saying that was probably a mistake.
wait, this has negative 13 on it.
Yeah, the thing is, Ignir 3 hits both you always, and one of your creatures at random.
Oh, Ignir level 3 is me and one of my creatures?
Yeah, that's why it's so good.
Okay, I've never bothered to read it, because normally I kill this deck before. Like, I think this is actually the first 2 times I've lost to it, but...
Yeah. I feel like you got really unlucky on vermin triggers.
Oh, I didn't get... Aside from, like, at the end there, I didn't get any vermin triggers, I don't think.
Collector, you're making me look stupid, man. I was like, I would have put like $100 on you.
I mean, I tried. I know at game 1 I made 1 or 2 bad moves, and then that game I probably should just kill the Ignir over the other guy, but...
Whatever. You definitely... There was logic and reason behind all of your plays. Sometimes, it didn't fall the way that it would have been ideal, but...
Yeah, like, there were a few times I took a few extra damage to try to get them to die to poison so I could get a trigger, and then it never happened. But...
Yeah, your Verbans were very, they were ghosts.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, like, how you approach the matchup. If you try to really trigger the vermins, if you think that is an important part of winning the games, or if you think that your deck is strong enough so that is merely a bonus, and how hard do you go for it? Because it's, of course, a random process, so you have to weigh, like, where you think the matchup is going, as well as, like, what is the power of the vermins if you can trigger them.
Yeah, just from having played that matchup a few times, like, they have a lot of Death Currents and Spirit Cleaves potentially, so, like, getting 1 or 2 extra creatures can really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But,
alright, well, It looks like it's going to be hard to get another person to stream for us. Jocked is streaming, Ossis can't, and Nagi and Nike, I don't really know who they are. So, I'll probably just end up hosting Jocked here, and everybody can probably head over to his stream. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks a lot, Collector. Those were some awesome games. I'm really glad we got to cast that. And, yeah.
Thanks for Kaelari for hosting this tournament.
Yeah, this was an awesome tournament. I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna send a host over to Jocked, and thanks everybody for tuning in. And I had a lot of fun in this tournament.
Yeah, same.
So did I.
Okay. Well, thanks guys for coming on, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.